Yeah. Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Bhavodaya Bhava Shanti Sandisha Balya Shanchari Satvika Sthari Swabhava Prabalya. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much. Translation by Srila Prabhupada Vijay. There was an increase in all the natural emotional symptoms. Thus, there was an awakening emotions, peacefulness, join mixed transcendental and prevalent emotions and impetus for emotion. Hare Krishna Mataji.
So how many things? Awakening emotions, peacefulness, joined, mixed, transcendental, prevalent emotions, and impetuses for emotion. So it's all filled up with emotion. Mahaprabhu was actually, here though we are talking about Mahaprabhu, we can understand, but this happens with devotees also. When devotees are in transcendental bliss, today morning only we have seen in Srimad Bhagavatam, there was a paragraph where the Prabhupada writes that many times, like even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also, because these devotees are constantly by the their heart, by the mana, by the mind, they are always constantly with Krishna, always doing some or the other, taking part in some or the other pastimes of Krishna. So that's why they are always in internal consciousness, not in external consciousness. And because of that, sometimes it happens that they show the symptoms of madness also, that we have seen in today's purport. It was there. So these all emotions, when it comes, sometimes it looks like that a person is gone crazy, but that is not the case. So we can see many such people in, I've read in one book that, people in, such dhams, and it was about Vrindavan, that they showing, these Babajis and all, they are showing to the materialistic people that they are the crazy person, so that no one should come near to them and no one should, disturb them. And they can, always be in trance, always be with, Krishna or Radharani. So in such a way. But here with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's not the same case. It is different. He is in ecstatic emotions, and the ecstasy we can see, or means we can read and people could see in Jagannath Puri. 173, Sindhu Mataji.
Hari Bol Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Text 173. Prabhura Sharira Ina Suddha He Machala Bhava Pushpa Drumata He Pushpita Sakala. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body appeared like a transcendental Himalayan mountain, bearing ecstatic emotional flower trees, all of them blooming. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So this is all. This is about the hairs are standing on end, the goosebumps, right? So here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body, like because of those hairs standing on end, it looked like that Himalayan mountain, which is what, bearing the flower trees, and all of them are blooming. So it looked like that. Next is 174. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Mataji.
Dekite aksharaye sabara chitsap dekite akshasaye sabara
Akarshaye.
Dekite akarshaye sabara chitta mana premamrita vritsye prabhu siche sabar mana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The sight of all these symptoms attracted
everyone's
the sight of all these symptoms attracted everyone's mind and consciousness. Indeed, the Lord sprinkled everyone's mind with the nectar of transcendental love of Godhead. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
We'll see that next one as well. 175. Navkishori Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Jagannath Seva Kayata Raja Patrakana Yatrika Loka Nila Chalavasa Yata Jana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He sprinkled the minds of servants of Lord Jagannatha, the government officers, the pilgrim visitors, and the general populace, and all the residents of Jagannath Puri. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Yeah, so these two shlokas are all about that how by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everyone's heart was filled with the love of Lord Jagannath. So whether he was a servant of Lord Jagannath, government officers, the visitors, the people who were living there, everyone, whomsoever was there, just by seeing Mahaprabhu, they could change. Their hearts changed. The life got transformed because they became devotees. So, and this is the only thing which someone like Mahaprabhu or someone who is a Mahatma or Sannyasi can do, transformation in life. Now also we see that, you know, many sannyasis, many Maharajas, they are going and taking lectures on big institutions, colleges and all, and how people are becoming their follower, and you know, they are practicing the path of spiritualism. So this is all the mercy of such devotees or the mercy of Lord. So here the mercy of Lord is fallen on all those, or this way it bestowed by Mahaprabhu to all the people over there in Rath Yatra Arena. There was when Mahaprabhu went for South India Yatra, he came to a place where there was a washerman who was sitting near to the pond or some water body, and he was washing his clothes. So do you know this Leela? Do you know this pastime? Okay. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as he was, you know, asking everyone Hari Bol or say Hari Hari, so he asked this washerman as well, say Hari Hari. So washerman, you know, first of all, he didn't give any, you know, he was so busy washing his clothes that he thought that, oh, someone came and saying something. But then Mahaprabhu said again, oh bhai, please say Hari Hari. So he said, can't you see I'm so busy? I have, you know, bundle of clothes to wash. I have no time to say anything, even say, but that means he was washing by his hands, but he was not even ready to utter the names also. So Mahaprabhu said, okay, I will take care of these clothes. I will wash it, but you say Hari. So this washerman said, okay, you will take care of that. Acha, then it's okay. Then it's fine. I will say Hari. Okay, Hari. Then Mahaprabhu said, say Hari, Hari. So he said Hari, Hari. And then Mahaprabhu said, say Hari, Hari, Hari. So he said Hari, Hari, Hari. And by the time he said Hari, 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 he just got up and he stood up and he danced like a mad person. So he was just chanting and dancing, and Mahaprabhu had taken care of his work. And then till the evening, he was doing that. He was dancing, and whomsoever was passing by, he was just coming and hugging him or embracing him. And again, that person was saying the same Hari Hari, and that way it was passing by to one person to another. And that's how it happened. We saw that in the chapter of where we have read about South India tour. So this way, Mahaprabhu has transformed many lives. And in the same way, now also many such people from different, you know, spiritual lines, they are also doing the same thing, right? They are also inculcating such spiritual emotions in the heart of the normal, ordinary people or materialistic people. So there is a one shloka is Sarva Upadhi Vinirmuktam. Sarva Upadhi Vinirmuktam means all the designations, person will be free from all the designations once he will come into the devotion. He will not be worried about post, position, who am I? He will just be a devotee. So that is what here also all these people, whether government officer, whether they are the servitors of the king, or whether they are the ministers of the king, everyone is filled with the love of Godhead. 176. Padma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhura nitya preme dekhi haya chamatkara. Krishna preme ucha lila hridaya sabara. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Upon seeing the dancing and ecstatic love of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everyone became astonished. In their hearts, they became infatuated with love of Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hari Bol. Yeah. So it's again the same thing, that everyone is astonishingly, they are just looking at Mahaprabhu and they are enjoying the ecstasy of Mahaprabhu. Rupali Mataji. 177.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat.
Hare Krishna Prantaji, Pranam.
Preme nache gaya loko करे कोलाहला प्रभुरा नित्य देखी सबे आनंदे विह्वला. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Everyone danced and chanted in ecstatic love, and a great noise resounded. Everyone was overwhelmed with transcendental bliss just to see the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So there is a Prema Nache Gaya Loka Kare Kola Hala. And in translation, it is given, great noise resounded. So what was this great noise? What was that? What do you think?
Hari Hari.
Hari Hari.
Hari Hari. Very nice, Mataji. Yeah, so it was like Harinam only. And everyone, that Kola Hala is of Harinam. Everywhere, from all the sides. And also, people become Vihvala. The last word is Vihvala. Overwhelmed in transcendental bliss. So how do you think that we can be overwhelmed in our devotional service, in bhakti? What can be the key point? Or what is the key point? How come we can also be overwhelmed in bhakti or devotional service?
Every moment we
Chanting
have
Krishna's
to
name. Krishna's
Chanting
name.
Krishna's name. Okay. Yeah. And Mataji? Prabhuji?
Dancing.
Okay.
express our affection to the Lord, Gaura Hari always.
Closer association, the Lord. Okay.
Always thinking of him.
Devotee Sangha.
By doing devotional service,
Association
Mataji.
of devotees.
Yeah,
Association of devotees.
yes. Devotee Sangha, that is important. See, if you think that alone you will, chant and follow all the principles and do the sadhana, do the bhakti and services, not possible. And this has been told by Srila Prabhupada in many purports or many acharyas, by many acharyas. So the key point here is that we should be in association. And when we are in association, everything will happen. Because if you are, the Bombay local train right now. So if you are in between, the whole lot of people who are going to get up to the local train, automatically you will also get up right now. So similarly, if you are with the association of devotees, automatically everything will happen. But
you will be pushed to the right station. You will not step
correct,
down. They will push you.
So going up, getting up also and getting down as well. So we know that, okay, we are with this association. Now the people, all the devotees, all the seniors, they will take care of us. And actually it's happening. They are taking care of us. So this is the key point. So we don't have to do much. It's just that be in the association of devotees. Okay. Now next one is 178. Yeah, Shubha Mataji, you read?
No,
No.
Mataji.
Okay.
I did
Yeah.
not. Hare Krishna, Dhanvat Pranam Mataji, Prabhuji.
Pranam.
Text 170. Anyera kikaya Jagannatha haladara Prabhura nitya dekhi suke chalila mathara. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Apart from the others, even Lord Jagannatha and Lord Balarama, with great happiness, began to move very slowly upon seeing the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. So that's what. Now Jagannath and Lord Balaram also, they are also in happiness, and in that happiness they want to move very slow because they want to see Mahaprabhu's dance. So they want to enjoy it, and that's why relish it, and that's why they are moving, their rathas are moving very slow. So about this devotees association, just now I recalled one incident that once we went to this Vrindavan, and there is a this temple, Madan Mohan temple. So there we just took the darshan, and there was a priest who was sitting there, and he started, like, we were just asking him something, and then he started telling us about the story of the Madan Mohan, and then he told that this kadam tree, you can see, it's there only in that line only. If you will go ahead towards Krishna Balaram temple from Madan Mohan, then in between this kadam tree comes. So he said that, I have seen that kadam tree so many times, but once I went there with one Prabhu or one Maharaj, I'm not sure with whom he went, with one Maharaj or Prabhu, and he showed me the footprints of Krishna in that kadamba tree. So, and he said, how many times I went there, I have seen the kadam tree, I have taken darshan of kadam tree, but I couldn't see. So this also happens, there by the mercy of those devotees, our vision also changed. Yeah, that Prabhu was saying that I couldn't see that, but with the mercy of that devotee, I could able to see, because he showed me, from this direction, if you will see, you can see the footprints of Krishna. And then after we also went, but we also went just like alone only. And then I also was trying to see, but I couldn't see because I was not in the association of such a devotee who can show me the such divine things, right? So this is why the association is very important. That is why whenever we go to such dhams and all, we go in yatra, big yatra, where one Maharaj is leading the yatra or one Prabhu is leading the yatra, and he's telling us about all the places and all the stories about those places, pastimes on those places. And then when we see those places and when we get the darshan of those places, our consciousness is changed, right? Because of that Maharaja's potency, because of that Maharaja's power, who was telling us about the particular place, our consciousness changes, our vision changes, and then we actually feel the bhav while having darshan of that place or temple or whatever. So here, yeah. So now Lord Jagannath and Balaram, they are moving very slowly and seeing and enjoying the Mahaprabhu's dance. Now 179. Lalita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhu sukhe nritya ranga deke rat rakhi se kautuk yei dekhila sai tara sakshi. Hare Krishna. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Jagannatha and Lord Balarama sometimes stopped the car and happily observed Lord Chaitanya's dancing. Anyone who was able to see them stop and watch the dancing bore witness to their pastimes.
So now, before as well, Lord Chaitanya, this Ratha has stopped, and now as well, this Ratha has stopped. So now Lord Jagannath he wants to see. Now he don't want to move. He wants to enjoy this dancing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers and the devotees. And that's why he stopped. So now when Jagannath Bhagwan's Ratha is stopped, it is stopped. How much you do, how many people will pull it, it will not move. And that happens. Now also it happens. So any one of you know such a incident where after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where the Ratha has stopped for some particular devotee or for some reason, any such incident. So please share here.
Hare
No one
Krishna.
knows? Yeah, Mataji, yeah.
Mataji, 2-3 years back, before lockdown, in Puri, whole family were there. Rath Yatra started and it stopped while returning. Means they were pulling, but Maharaj was there, Radhanath Maharaj.
Hari bol.
ISKCON, this outsiders are not allowed inside to pull the Rath. So Maharaj was doing kirtan and Rath stopped. And everybody was pulling. We were there taking darshan. Then at night we had to go. Means we had to catch the flight and return home. So we rushed and ISKCON devotees were there with Maharaj. So the next day everyone went. Nobody was there. Only ISKCON Maharaj and devotees were there. Then next day phone came that ISKCON devotees pulled the Rath and Maharaj was doing kirtan and pulling Rath.
Hari bol, Hari bol.
Yes, Martin.
Such a nice incident. Thank you so much, Rupali Mataji. Thank you for sharing this incident. So yeah, so now as well it happens, right? The Ratha is stopped. So this shows that Jagannath, who is sitting on the Ratha, he is, because for some people, yes, he's our Lord, right? We know Jagannath. We know his mercy. We know his, potencies, power. And he's very merciful. He's very merciful, very reciprocative. But some people who do not know that, they think that this is just a murti, this is just an idol, sorry. For them also, this is a incident by which they should understand that no, they are the Lord. He is Jagannath, as his name, mentions, Jagannath. So it's not only at the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time. Like Mataji said, now also it's happening many times. Ratha stops. Ratha stopped for many devotees also. Like there was a devotee named Salabega for Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also. So these stories we will discuss at last if time permits, but we'll just go ahead and cover the next shloka. 180. Chandana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandot Pranams. Ei Mata Prabhu Nritya Karite Brahmite Pratapa Rudrera Age Lagila Padite. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing and wandering in this way, he fell down in front of Maharaja Prataparudra. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, okay. So he fell down there in front of Maharaj Prataparudra. Now, Krishnamurti Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Mataji,
181.
181. Oh, 1 second, Mataji.
Yeah. Sorry, Prabhu?
1 second.
Okay.
संभ्रमे प्रताप रुद्रा प्रभु के दरिला तम्हा के देखे थे प्रभु बाह्य जाना अहिला. हमें राइट माताजी.
Yeah, read Prabhu. Yeah.
Translation by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Maharaja Prataparudra picked up Lord up with great respect, but upon seeing the king, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to his external senses. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So now Prataparudra of course, when Lord was falling down, so he just picked him up. He just got hold of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And now, because when he fall down, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not in his external consciousness. So, and he was just losing his consciousness, like external, this material world consciousness. But the moment, he caught hold of him, Maharaj Prataprudra, he came back to his external senses. And now what happened? We will see. Yeah, Uma Mataji. Uma Mataji?
Is it me?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji. Read Mataji.
Raja Deki Mahaprabhu Karena Dikara Chichi Vishayira Swashahaila Amaram. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. After seeing the king, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu condemned himself, saying, "Oh, how pitiful it is that I have touched a person who is interested in mundane affairs." Hare Krishna.
Padma Mataji, were you asking something?
No, because they had the name clearly, that's why I asked you whom you're calling.
Okay. So, Mahaprabhu, when he came back into external consciousness, now he saw that Maharaj Prataprudra is holding him. And what did he say? He uttered the word chi chi, like how we say when, some very filthy kind of thing is, we touch, that way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has treated. But this gives us a very, very important lesson here, that whomsoever you are, because Maharaj Prataprudra is the king, and not only the king of Orissa, he was the king of many other provinces also. So whether you are a king or some people think I'm very rich person, some people think I'm very beautiful, some people can think I'm very powerful, some people can think I have so much of a strength, bodily strength, but everything you should keep aside when you are going to take darshan of the Lord, or when you are in the association of the Lord, or to the devotees, Lord's pure devotees, Guru, Mahatma, Sannyasi. In front of them, you are nothing. And that's one thing you should always remember. So this is what Maharaj Prataprudra is showing us. That even though, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said these words, like he said as, Chichi, Vishayira Sparsha. Vishayira Sparsha means some very materialistic person has touched me. So even then, Maharaj Prataprudra has not changed his mind. And he, even after that also, he wanted to meet Mahaprabhu. He wanted to get darshan of Mahaprabhu, and not darshan, but he wanted to meet him in a solitary place. So this is, so this happened. And after that, what is the condition of Maharaj Prataprudra? That also we will see. And how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thinks about Maharaj Prataprudra, that also we will see in these shlokas. Text 183, Navkishori Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandapranam. Avasete Nityananda Nahaila Savadene. Sorry Mataji. Savadane Kashishavara Govinda Achila Anya Sane. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Not even Lord Nityananda Prabhu Kashishavara or Govinda took care of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When he fell down, Nityananda was in a great ecstasy, and Kashishvara and Govinda were elsewhere. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandapranam. Thank you.
So you remember the 3 circles? What were the 3 circles? They formed 3 circles, right, to protect Mahaprabhu.
Mridanga.
No, Mridanga and Kartal, that was for the Kirtan. But to protect Mahaprabhu, they have formed 3 circles. First circle, then the outer circle.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So who was heading which circle?
The closest circle was Nityananda Prabhu.
Yes.
Govinda, Kashishwara.
Second circle was headed by Govinda and Kashishwara.
Govinda.
And third circle was
Maharaja Pratap.
Maharaj Pratap. Yes, Maharaj Pratap. Correct, Mataji. So this is what? So Nityanand Prabhu, first circle. Second circle is Govinda and Kashishwara. And third circle is Maharaj Pratap. So now here, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is telling, like he's explaining, where were all these, first and second circle people. So Nityanand Prabhu was also in ecstasy. So he was also not in external consciousness. So there was no point that Nityanand Prabhu will take care of Mahaprabhu when he was falling down. Now the second one, this Kashishwara and Govinda, while they were all dancing with Mahaprabhu. So while dancing, it happens, no? While dancing, you just go from here to there, somewhere else. So they were not present in that circle. Now the third circle was there. Only Maharaj Pratap Rudra was there to take care of Mahaprabhu. So that's how Maharaj Pratap Rudra, who was in the outermost circle, got this mercy of taking care of Mahaprabhu. Okay. Now 184. Shobha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam Mataji, text 184. Yajhapi Rajhara ki Hadira Sevana Prasanna Han Ache Thandre Nili Bhare Mana. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had already been satisfied with the king's behavior, for the king had accepted the service of a sweeter for Lord Jagannatha. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually deserved to see the king. Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranamataji, Hari Bol.
So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is who? He is Krishna. He sits in everyone's heart. He knows very well that who is Maharaj Pratap Rudra, whether he is a Vishayi person or whether he is a devotee. So he knew it very clearly. So there was no doubt. And this all happened because of Mahaprabhu's wish only, right? Otherwise, it could be like Nityanand Prabhu was not there. Anyone else could have been caught hold of Mahaprabhu or, when he was falling down. But no, it was the wish of Mahaprabhu. And he knew that who is Maharaj Pratap Rudra. So there was no doubt in that. Now 185. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam. Tatapi apan gane karite savadhana बाह्य किचु रोषा भाषा कैला भगवान. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. However, just to warn his personal associates, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, externally expressed feelings of anger. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So now here, this is what is explained, that there is the external anger he showed just to warn the other people, his personal associates, that, it's not that, suppose Mahaprabhu was lying down on, just a minute. Mahaprabhu was lying down on the lap of, Prataparudra. And even after, coming back into his consciousness, he is lying down and he's aram se, or maybe sometimes he's chit-chatting with Maharaj Prataparudra. Nothing wrong in it. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew it very well. That because Krishna himself said, Yad yad acharati shrestha tat evetaro jana. So Krishna himself knows that whatever a great person will do, everyone will follow and they will also do. So here he wanted to show his associates and all his followers that if you are a sannyasi, then you shouldn't be in the association of any kind of Vishai person. Srila Prabhupada had said that, it's that even the big restaurants, big hotels, or such exotic kind of places are not for sannyasis. So Srila Prabhupada was also very strict in one way. He was using everything, but he was saying very clearly in his interviews that I'm using it for Krishna's service. And that's it. So, so here Mahaprabhu is also giving the same lesson to his associates, fellow associates, and his followers. Once there is a such incident, okay, that we'll do after reading the purport. Yeah, Rupali Mataji, can you read the purport?
Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And Maharaj Pratap Rudra asked to see the Lord's Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately refused, saying, Nishkinchanasya Bhagavad Bhajano Mukhasya Param Jigamishor Bhava Sagarasya Sandalsanam Vishayinam Atha Yoshitam Cha Ha Hanta Visha Bhaksanato Ki Asadu. Chaitanya Chandrodaya Nataka 8.23. The word Nishkinchanasya refers to a person who has finished his material activities. Such a person can begin to execute his activities in Krishna consciousness to cross over the ocean of nescience. It is very dangerous for such a person to have intimate relationship with mundane people or to become intimately related with women. This formality is to be observed by anyone who is serious about going back home, back to Godhead. To teach his personal associate this principle, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expressed external anger when touched by the king, since the Lord was very much satisfied with the humble behavior of the king. He intentionally allowed the king to touch him, but externally he expressed anger just to warn his personal associate. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So this is very clear from this purport. Prabhupada has, in detail, he explained what was the case. Now, there is one incident that Prabhupada was sitting in his room. Srila Prabhupada was sitting in his room, and there was one devotee who came to meet Prabhupada. This devotee was actually ex-devotee of ISKCON. He had already left ISKCON, but because he wanted to meet Prabhupada, so he came. They said, okay, you can go. So in the room, Prabhupada was there and two more devotees were sitting, from whom one person, Shrutakirti Prabhu, he had written this pastime, this incident. So he came and started telling something about what he was doing, something about his realizations or whatever, and he was also intoxicated. He consumed alcohol and came to meet Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada, for a few minutes, he was not saying anything. He was just listening. And after that, he pointed out to one of the devotees, was one of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, who was sitting there, and was saying something to him also, what you people know, I know so much, this and that. Then Srila Prabhupada said, stop. And he was literally angry. He said, see, if you want to come back, I can accept you now also, but you have to accept these people, these disciples as well. Like, you have to accept them as, they are also like you only. And don't think that I am, very realized person and you people know nothing. And then Srila Prabhupada said, please take him out, get out, he told him. But the person who wrote it, Shrutakirti Prabhu, he said that, externally Srila Prabhupada was showing that anger to this devotee. internally, he didn't want him to get out. Internally, he wanted him to stay back. Internally, he wanted him to stay with this path of Bhakti Yoga. But no one can force, no one, right? So this way, Srila Prabhupada, he said that I could see this in his eyes, that he doesn't want him to let go, but at the same time, he's saying, outwardly, he's saying, get out. So these are, the emotions, different, external and internal different feelings, which happens and shown by many times by the gurus, the Maharajas. And this is what here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also shown. Externally, he's showing that, okay, you do not have to associate, but internally he knows that who is Maharaj Prataparudra. Text 186, Nirmala Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Prabhura vachane rajara mane haila bhaya sarvabhauma hetu meena kara samshaya. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. King Prataparudra became frightened when Lord Chaitanya showed external anger, but Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya told the king, don't worry. Hare Krishna.
Okay, yeah, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, because he also was the associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now he knew the hidden truths, that what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually meaning. So he said that don't worry, you don't have to, this is just external anger. And next shloka, he will say the exact thing, that how he made him pacified. So text 187, yeah, some Mataji or Prabhuji who hasn't read yet. Okay, Chandana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Tomara upare prabhura suprasanna mana toma lakshyakari shikhaye nani jagana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya informed the king, the Lord is very satisfied with you. By pointing you out, he was teaching his personal associates how to behave with mundane people. Thank you, Mataji.
So this is what Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya knew exactly what is the intention of Mahaprabhu, and exactly he told this to Prataparudra, Maharaj Prataparudra, that he is very much satisfied, he's very happy with you, don't worry, this is just to teach the his associates or his fellow followers. So this is the way that even Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj was saying always, that I don't want to meet with materialistic people. I don't want to. I want to be away with all the crowd and all those people. But once when one very young couple came to take just the blessing, not asking about when this will happen, when that will happen, said usually we do that. So they just came and very simply they took blessings. And what did Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj said? Not to, just get out or you go away and don't come near to me. He very calmly, he said that this girl, he told to the boy that this girl is not your servant. Please don't treat her as your servant. Treat her as the servant of Krishna. So if the person is servant of Krishna, how will you treat? You will love, you will take care, you will, provide everything, and you will respect, right? All those things. So that's what he told to the girl, to the boy. And to the girl, he said that you have to assist him in all the spiritual activities. Whatever spiritual activities he is doing, you have to always assist him. If he is, leaving the path of spiritualism, you should ask him, or you should remind him to come back and to not leave the path of spiritualism. So this way he had given the teachings or instructions, we can say, to those young couple. So yes, externally they say that we don't want to meet materialistic people and all, but why? Because materialistic people are coming and asking about the material things. They are never interested to ask about something spiritual. They are never interested to know about Krishna. They are never interested to know about these pastimes, right? So, and these Babajis, sadhus, mahatmas, sannyasis, they always want to talk about Krishna. They always want to talk about, Lord and different pastimes of the Lord and the knowledge of the Lord. They want to impart that. So this is the reason that sometimes we hear such things, that this person, this Babaji or this sannyasi or this person is not meeting with the materialistic people, but not when you have a spiritual question or some, questions related to your devotional practices. Only when you have a questions related to material, things, then only. So here also purport is there. Krishnamurti Prabhu, can you read the purport?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Although outwardly the king was a mundane man, interested in money and women, internally he was purified by devotional activities. He showed this by engaging as street sweeper to please Lord Jagannatha. A person may appear to be a proud pounds and shillings man, interested in money and women, but if he is actually very meek and humble and surrendered to the Supreme Lord of Godhead, he is not mundane. Such a judgment can be made only by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his very confidential devotees. As a general principle, however, no devotee should intimately mix with mundane people interested in money and women. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. If he is actually very meek and humble and surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then he is not a mundane person. Then he is not a materialistic person. Whatever his post is, maybe he is the Raja, like Maharaj Prataparudra, but he is not a materialistic person. 188. Nirmala Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Avasara jani ami kariba nivedana seyi kale yayi kariha prabhura milana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya continued, I shall submit your petition when there is an opportune moment. It will then be easy for you to come and meet the Lord.
A devotee is a typical devotee's mind, right? Because he saw Maharaj Prataparudra, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he saw that how morose he is or how, distressed or upset. So he is saying that you do not worry, I will submit your petition. And that's what he was doing from a long time. Now next is 189. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam. Tabe Mahaprabhu Rata Pradakshina Kariya Rata Pache Yai Tele Rate Mata Diya. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. After circumambulating Jagannatha, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went behind the car and began pushing it with his head. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So this happened many times. Actually, when we will see, like, there were many times when Rath Yatra happened at the time of Mahaprabhu. So whenever it was, Ratha was stopped, he was going back and he was pushing the Ratha through his head. So this is, again, he did the same. Now 190, Nirmala Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Telite chalila rata hada hada kari chaduti ki loka sabha pale hari hari. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As soon as he pushed, the car immediately started to move, making a rattling noise. The people all around began to chant the holy name of the Lord, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari. So the Ratha moved. Yeah, why not? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is moving it. Yeah. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is outside, inside, everywhere. Because he's all Krishna is there, right? In the mood of Radharani, especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the mood of Radharani. So Padma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. 191.
Yeah. Tabe Prabhu Nija Bhakta Ganana Sange Baladeva Subhadra Gare Nitya Kare Range. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As the car began to move, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took his personal associates in front of the cars occupied by Lord Balarama and Subhadra, the goddess of fortune. Greatly inspired, he then began to dance in front of them. Thank you, Mataji.
Hari Bol. So again it moved, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in front, and again he started dancing. Text 192. Yeah, Nirmala Mataji.
दाहा नृत्य करी जगन्नाथ आगे आईला जगन्नाथ देखी नृत्य करी ते लागिला. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. After finishing the dance before Lord Baldeva and Subhadra, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came before Lord Jagannatha's car. Upon seeing Lord Jagannatha, he began to dance again. Hare Krishna.
So all three rathas are different, right? So he, after dancing over there, he came to Jagannath's Rath, in front of Jagannath Ratha, and there also he danced. So now I just want to ask, who has not read yet? Like, not at all. I've seen many people, but some people are not reading at all. Okay, maybe you people are at your office, or maybe, you know, in such a situation where you can't read. Okay, fine. So anyone can read 193. We will complete up till 195 or see 194. Yeah. Yeah, Rupali Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. चलिया ऐला रथ बल गाड़ी गंडी स्थाने जगन्नाथा रथ राखी देखे दाहिने वामे. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki hai. When they reached the place called Balagandi, Lord Jagannatha stopped his car and began to look up left and right.
There is a place, yeah, there is a place where Lord Jagannath Ratha, means it was like Lord Jagannath is going and he is looking here and there, and he's, you know, enjoying. He's thinking that he is going to Vrindavan. He's in this mood and enjoying the gardens and all. So next one will come about the garden. Yeah. So last one, Nirmala Mataji.
Vame vipras sasana nari kelavana dahine puspo dhyana yena vrindavana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. On the left side, Lord Jagannatha saw a neighborhood of brahmanas and a coconut tree grove. On the right side, he saw nice flower gardens resembling those in the holy place Vrindavana. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
So everywhere, when he saw the garden, he is thinking that this is the Vrindavan. And that's how he is enjoying his ride on a ratha. And now next, where will he reach? We will see. So tomorrow, I think this chapter will be completed. Oh, there is a purport as well. Vipra Shasana is a word generally used in the Orissa province to indicate the quarters where Brahmanas live. So here Brahmanas are offering food to Lord Jagannath. So that we will see tomorrow, and we'll end over here. Any questions, any comments? You people are most welcome. Hari Bol. Otherwise, we'll end the session. Okay. Vancha kalpitarubhyascha kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah anantakoti vaishnavindi ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna to all the Matajis and Prabhujis.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Mataji,
Pranam.
Pranam Mataji. Okay, I'll end the